Aloha, this is your mean squirrel, here with a quick disclaimer. This podcast contains explicit content and parental discretion is advised. So no bitching if you fucking get offended by anything. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Of course, it's funny because, we're sitting there bobbing our head to this because we can hear it and you can't.
Oh, I can hear it.
Oh, you can? Oh.
Because it's probably coming
yeah.
out of the headphones going straight into...
Oh,
you like that?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Squirrel Tangent. We got Bratty back. Say hi.
Yay!
That wasn't me.
Yeah, suddenly Bratty changed fucking genders.
Sounded a little bit too butch.
And back by popular demand by Bratty herself, we got...
Suave Squirrel!
Okay, so real quick. The last time I was on here, after we went off the air, we started grossing out Greg.
Oh.
So I'll start off with that.
Really?
Pimple popping.
Oh, no. No, that's like the worst shit ever. Like I can't get a back rub because of pimple popping. Like literally, Bratty will sit there and she'll start. She'll give me these little circles, and then they narrow down, and then they narrow down to just
I
little.
start zeroing in.
She gets like hour-long back rubs, like just little gentle massages. Well, okay, 20, 30 minutes, but
only if we're watching a show and the show is on. But if you should come into my room and we're just talking story, I get this.
And and of course we have zero like
And then he falls
sound
asleep.
clues. Yeah, no, it doesn't last long because if there's
Or when
nothing
he
to occupy my
massages
brain.
my feet, it's like.
I know those type of massages. My ex used to do that.
Yeah,
She'd only do it for like maybe 30 seconds.
I would be happy with that. I don't get that. I get 30 seconds of rub and then pimple popping.
The best ones are when you hear them pop.
Oh.
And you see them squirt.
He has this small pour of whiner on his back. And so I always have to, so it always fills up and it drives me insane. And I will wait until he comes out of the shower because he marinates in like the hottest shower on God's green earth. Like he likes to bathe in Satan's taint. I don't.
If it doesn't turn my skin red, it's not a shower.
So but then all the pores are open, the skin is soft, and all I gotta do is nick the top and squeeze it, and he's all and arching his back. I mean, like
you can always tell which ones are going to like shoot out. So I'll actually be further away. Like, okay, I know this one is.
Oh, God. And for those that can't see what's going on, which is everybody that's listening to this, basically, because we're having a video conference here, he held the phone as far away from his face as his hands would go and then brought it back. So we had like that whole zoom effect going on.
On Pimple Popper, she had a good one. And it was just like, runny stuff, and then like chunks was shooting out like volcano. Yeah. I was like, I love those.
I've gotten about 750 hours of videos that I've watched. Pure pimple pop.
And Brady's probably right there, right next to you. And you know what started it all? Here's the bad part. What started it all was a video about butt flies.
He made me look up butt flies.
There was a video
And
about
then
some
I
dude in
was like-
Panama that got butt flies, and they were squeezing out the fucking butt flies. And
Yeah.
And then it was just...
Sometimes you have to put like almost duct tape over the area
Yeah.
because they can't get the oxygen. So after a couple of days, once you take off the tape, they're coming out because they basically want that oxygen, and
Or they're
easily
dead.
you can take them out easy.
Or you got a dead worm in your body. And the secretion that's coming out beforehand, that's their... That's them pooping. That's their ass that's sticking out of the poop hole. That's sticking out of the hole. So,
and you know,
face down, ass up worms.
I pointed that out to her thinking, oh, it's going to disgust her and she's going to... No. She went on like a 3-day binge of watching nothing but fucking butt flies, and then it progressed to zits and carbuncles and every other kind of nasty thing you can squeeze out of skin.
Sebaceous cysts. Yeah. I was like,
Yep.
that comes out of people's bodies? Whoa.
No, the weirdest one of the weirdest one, a guy went into the hospital and he had a sebaceous cyst on his butt cheek. Okay? He had to literally be on his knees so they could get into it. So when his butt is up high enough, it could actually drain out. But once they cut it
Face
open,
down,
they had to cut
ass
it
up. That's the way we like to drain. Okay. That's bad.
No, but they cut it so much that you could see the inside of his ass cheek.
You could see the muscle,
Oh.
the striations of
Yes,
his muscle.
everything.
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh.
Just like the what is that called? Pillow.
I could just imagine people listening to this. They're like,
We hope. If that's what happens, then we've done our
The
job right.
What is that? Pilonidol? Pilonidol cysts? The one at the top of your ass crack? The ones that can fill up. Dude, if you have a hairy ass, you are in danger. If you have a hairy crack, you are in danger of having one of these cysts. They create like these sinuses and these hairs that don't really have a follicle, just somehow form in these tracts right at the top of... Look at his face. and like you can pull out a mini muff from like those holes.
are you ready for a butt waxing? So you never get those?
Now, I fortunately don't have a super hairy ass. I mean, I got a little bit of hair back there. I don't have a super hairy ass. It's all on my back.
Because like all the videos that I've seen, they seem to be like all Middle Eastern men who apparently have freaking werewolf butt cheeks. Exactly.
Oh, God.
Okay, so let me change the subject a little. Which of you two is crazy and which is demented?
Oh.
Do you know the difference?
Oh, no, she's crazy.
Okay,
but,
let me put it to you in this. Let me put it to you this way: a crazy person is the ones who think of a BMX rider or motorcycle. They're doing all these things, doing all these flips. That's the person who's crazy enough to do it. I'm the demented one who wants to see them crash and burn and see the leg, the bone pop out.
No,
arm twist,
I'm the crazy.
hip twist.
She's the demented.
Okay.
If that's the way we're going, I'm the crazy.
One.
She's the demented.
Compound fractures when they pop through the skin.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm the one that wants to go out and get a moped. And she's like, no, you're not allowed to do that because you'll end up getting into a crash because that's just how they happen.
Anybody on a moped is just like that. You're equivalent to like a freaking possum or a raccoon on the road.
And here's the thing, though, is it's not that. You know why there's more accidents? It's because the people that drive them are fucking nuts.
You are just literally roadkill that is not roadkill yet.
I watch them. I know why there's more accidents from those fuckers.
Potential roadkill on two wheels.
Because they're nuts. They're all driving between traffic. They're skipping in and out of lanes. When it's slow, they're no, all the time.
Not all the time.
All the time.
Not all the time.
Oh yeah.
On the strip, it's all the time.
Well,
and I don't know about
the strip.
No. Take it from the people that drive on the strip or drive it on any other residential route. These fuckers on the mopeds, they're just skipping in and out of lanes like they're dumbasses. I'm one that follows damn traffic. I'm like, fuck it. I don't need to get to the front of the line.
Are these the people that are riding the rental scooters?
Oh, yeah. No, it's not just them. It's beyond them. It's everybody in this damn city. If you're on two wheels, they like to skip straight through traffic.
It's also the people that drive four wheels. They drive just as bad.
No, they don't.
Even more than two wheels. People in electric wheelchairs will drive in the bicycle lanes or even in the bus lanes.
Oh, God.
Scares the crap out of me.
I would do that.
Oh.
Because I know eventually in my future I will have to have a roundabout and I'm going to pimp that shit out.
Oh, no. I'm going to be right there next to you. We're going to have to get two of them, and we're gonna have to deck them out with fucking like LEDs and shit.
I'm gonna pimp that shit out and make it be able to drive at least 35 miles an hour, and then I'm gonna get like the soda cans and flip them around, and I'm gonna make spinners, and I'm gonna put them on my wheels.
She's gonna have, and this is gonna sound bad, but she's gonna have the Cholo wheelchair.
That's right. And then I'm gonna paint it all black, and I'm gonna get pinstriping and put like flames by the tires part.
Oh my God!
And then get an
in the movie Silver Bullet, where he's you know.
And then I'm gonna get an air horn like Pee Wee Herman's bike.
And then like some like woofers and stuff on the back, so we have some banging tunes on the road, and then she'd be like banging some fucking bass
like
dropping.
Every bass, I'll be going boom, 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 boom. So it would look like I had some hydraulic action.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So since we're on traffic, you're a gamer, okay? You've done your gaming time. When you're doing a racing game, do you not do this? Where you're twisting from side to side. You turn your whole body with the damn vehicle on the game.
Even in fighting games, you know when you're hitting the buttons and they're trying to attack you, you're moving your head and everything.
You're ducking and dodging like fuck, God.
Yes.
Yeah, you're all over the place.
And then you guys think that by going and putting your shoulder in it, that it's gonna make it.
It does.
Even,
You don't understand gamers, man. That it does. And if you sat down long enough to actually learn how to play a racing game or something like that, you'd be doing the same. I'd come in like 3 weeks later after you've been playing for a while and be like this. And you'd be swinging from side to side as you're going around the turns. It just would happen.
Yeah, you'd be you know when you're trying, especially with the old controllers, you'd be moving the entire
like
controller.
We have a 3-seat couch and she'd be taking the whole damn thing. You know?
I'm more of an old school Qbert.
No, even RC Pro-Am when Nintendo came out with it.
Pole position. Dude, in the arcade, pole position. They had the steering wheel. You'd have the gas pedal and the brake pedal. That steering wheel, I was turning with it in the arcade back in the 80s. Pole position.
They have it at the Pinball Hall of Fame.
Is that place still? I mean, because I heard they moved.
Reopen?
No, it's still there.
It's still in the same spot. Did they reopen? Because they closed down for a while.
Because they said
I passed it every Wednesday and Thursday, and I see people going in and out.
Okay, so
Good.
the COVID thing must have postponed them from moving.
Yeah, they can only have a certain amount of people every day.
Yeah, so
or
because they
in
were
the building.
they were gonna move to a bigger facility closer to the strip.
Yeah,
It was going to be on the strip, but it was going to be it was going to be near the
Tropicana.
Harley Davidson.
The Harley Davidson. Yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah,
heard they were
gonna
going to
be
move
right
to a new facility. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't had the chance to go to the Pinball Hall of Fame, go.
I haven't.
And I want to get Brandy there, but we just got to get her out of the house now because she hasn't left the house in forever.
There on a date.
I did, but but go there with like at least 3 or 4 rolls of quarters.
Right now, Mr. Lee, our cat, was right in front of the TV, and his tail was like right across.
Yeah, you had an extra beard.
You had like the most epic mustache.
Yeah,
like Pancho Villa action.
Oh God.
But yeah, the Pinball Hall of Fame, Sunday through Thursday, at least the hours used to be 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then Friday and Saturday, it used to be 11 a.m. to either midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and so I mean, if I can get Brady in there, then I'm absolutely going to do that. We just need to come up with a time and have like 3 or 4 rolls of quarters between each. Excuse me. But that's just like a requirement though, because you're going to spend that money. You're going to go in there and you're going to drop like $5 on pinball machines.
I was talking to my brother the other day. He was asking me, I want to go. That's the first thing on his mind. He's all, asking me about the pinball museum because I had told him about it. He goes, can you play the pinball machines? I'm like,
oh yeah, they're from the 1950s to the 2000s.
Because I mean, that's his era.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And then they have the original asteroids in there. Miss Pac-Man.
Is he and Zanuck the same age?
How old are you again?
I will be 50 next year.
See, I told you he wasn't older than me. He's the same age as me.
Okay. You're both old.
February 12th.
You're both old asses, but you know. I'm getting a massive bird right next to me.
But who looks older than both of us, right?
Oh yeah. No, she looks at least a decade younger than me, and that's all because of the epic beard.
Not because the epic beard. It's the satellite that transmits your brain waves to the fucking space station.
And again, to use Disney, can you feel the love tonight?
Because even when you didn't have the beard, everybody thought you were older than me.
It's true. I
when he used to only have just the goatee and the mustache, people still thought he was older
and teeth.
than me.
You know what's funny? I put up pictures of myself on Facebook from when I was in high school, from my senior year, and what I look now. And people say, you look older back in high school than you do now.
That's the lighting, and you got to stop using those damn baby filters on the fucking camera.
Filters? Hell no. I don't ever use filters.
Oh, that's what she said.
That's why he got kids.
Oh, right. That's why he got kids. He doesn't ever use filters. and he nods his head and yeah, that's true.
Well, I do know of 3 children that I personally have.
Oh,
know of 3.
Yeah. Yeah, my first girlfriend. I was 20 when I had my first girlfriend, and she was my first. And she took off for a week to Arizona and came back, and she broke up with me, saying I wasn't going to be responsible enough. And back then, I'm 20 years old. I don't know, Jack. I'm dumb dumber than shit back then, and I never heard from her. She literally got back with her family, picked up everything that she had at where she was living at, picked up her final check, and took off. Never heard from her again.
So she either had it or didn't.
So if I did get her pregnant, at this moment, I would have a 28-year-old. 28? Yeah, 28-year-old kid.
How old is your son?
He was born in October 1995, so that would make him 25?
25.
25 years old?
I have no kids. I have cats.
24 and a half. Well, almost 25. October will be 25.
My oldest daughter, she just turned 23. So...
Here, this is going to make you feel old. My stepsister just turned 23.
That's not bad because one of my oldest friends, I've known him since I was 5 years old. So I've known him for nearly 45 years.
Mm-hmm.
So his dad and his mom split up. Unfortunately, his mom passed away a couple of years ago. But his dad had a kid, and the child is now 13, and my best friend is 48.
Huh. Well, my dad actually...
So he has a...
My dad actually remarried.
He has a half-brother that's... What's that?
My dad actually remarried. And when he remarried, he actually married somebody that had a kid from a previous relationship, and so now I have a stepsister that's 23, that literally just turned 23 last weekend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My brother started late. He didn't have his... Devaney was born in 2000, and he didn't have his first...
You realize that makes Devaney 20 years old?
Yeah. She's going to be 21 in August. This month. The end of this month.
Jesus.
My second daughter will be 21 at the end of next month.
But my brother
and
is 6 years older than us, so he's 55, and his youngest just turned 14.
Hey, some men want kids all their lives. I know. I still want kids.
He didn't think he could because he did get tested, and the doctor told him he had lazy swimmers.
Oh, hey! But some of those lazy swimmers kept swimming.
But he doesn't listen to this, and I don't really say his name. And unless you know me personally, you know him. But he used to bodybuild, and you know what some bodybuilders do. Yeah. So that's why he was like, I don't think I'll ever have kids. And then he found someone who was younger than me and my sister. She is in her...
Is she close to my age?
No, she's younger than you.
Oh, Jesus.
She's
Cradle ever.
43.
Well, there is someone I'm talking to who's nearly 20 years younger than I am.
Wow.
And okay, let me put it to you this way. It did no. What happened was,
the booty
Greg,
was
you remember
still
how?
The booty was still.
No, you remember how? You remember how everything was going with my ex-wife and everything,
right.
So once I got separated and I knew it was over, I got on Facebook and I got onto a page where it was for divorced, widowers, and separated.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I met her. We became friends, and we're going on. Come December, it'll be 3 years that I've known her.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only in the last year, over a year that we decided to, take it a little further.
That you,
Right.
So,
did
but
you IRL?
No, we FaceTime.
Now here's a funny thing. For as long as this has been going on, I basically met you right when your whole fucking life was going to fall apart.
Yeah, you saw everything that was going on.
Like as it was happening, I met you,
Yeah.
and we made that little that geek connection. Yeah, geeks.
Yes.
At right before your whole fucking marriage and everything like that fell apart. And I'm like, wow. Okay, fortuitous time that you could meet somebody that you could actually talk to,
And now my petite.
And connecting video. Oh, there you are.
Okay.
And my petite is now sitting in front of the TV looking up at you. And now you're about to have an epic stash again.
Mr. Lee.
Epic stash! Mr. Lee! You're not me. Oh. Whoop. Where'd you go?
There we go.
And I took a picture of it, so I'll send that to you in a minute. Oh, wait, here. No, I can send it to you right now.
No, but yeah, you were there the entire time. Everything that was going on through my marriage and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, you saw.
You talked to me about it.
Yeah. And
yeah,
because
my ex-wife really jacked me up at that time.
Yeah. Because it was like, it was just, for you, it seemed like it was almost completely out of the blue, just like, what? But
yeah.
The jealousy thing and all of that stuff.
It was, there was so much into it, In my mind, everything was perfect. And her friends were like, don't you guys argue? And my ex-wife would actually tell me, I try to make up stuff so we could have a small argument, but I just can't. Because she said, I play it in my head and I just can't. Mm-hmm. So people kept going in, trying to put things in her head, and eventually things got really bad.
She let people
I come to find out certain things afterwards, but that was after the fact.
You missed a good.
Oh, the cat's tail straight went right under your nose. You had the perfect mustache. It was great. Oh, God.
But I was like...
But yeah, you've been there for the entire thing. You've seen everything.
Yeah.
Oh, jealousy
my lows and highs.
Yep.
The jealousy thing, especially for us, for what we used to do back home, girls will automatically gravitate to a DJ no matter what they look like.
It's true.
No matter what they look like. And so...
And they gravitated to him?
Yeah. Like...
Damn.
I had everything
lap
flashed
dances.
at me. I had lap dances. I had asses shaked like right...
Ass
nose
shaking, booty hole in his face. I'm like, you were taking a shower when we go home.
I've had it all. I have had...
And now knowing... Because they see us
panties
together,
dropped on my speakers.
Knowing that they see us together,
they try harder.
Yeah. Just to see my reaction, and I'm like.
But see, and the thing is that Braddy met me as a DJ, so she knew what she was getting into. She's been in the club scene since she was a teenager, so she knew what she was getting into ahead of time. She knew what DJs got at work.
So I'm like, either they're gonna do it or they're not gonna do it. And I've always told him, if you're gonna do it, fucking wrap it up and don't bring the bitch home and don't bring me home a disease. And I don't want to know shit about it.
Yeah.
I said, and if the bitch thinks she's gonna make me jealous, you can move out and I can find somebody else just like you.
Right.
I told him that. I said, you can move out and I can find somebody else just like you.
Of course, it's not that easy to replace me now. We've been around each other for so damn long that,
I was waiting for her to laugh.
Replacing me now would be like, okay, now I got to train this motherfucker for that long?
That's true.
Damn. She got to admit it.
He is partially right. Like, you know about the open thing. Everybody knows about the open thing. I mean, I'll go do, which I haven't because I'm just, the whole pre-menopause bullshit and the hormones all over the place. I'm like, I just don't want to deal with the mess. I'm like, look. No ding ding for me. I don't want it. Go away. Like, I rather have hot dreamy demon sex.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna bring up that psycho that the orange orangutan is taking advice from.
But
oh my god.
The thing is if I ever bring it home, he's never home. I will, and I've had, because guys are pigs. They're like, what? Can't you just close the door? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, no, because I respect him. And he lives here too. He's on the lease. We are platonic life mates. And if you don't fucking like it, and if you have something to hide that I can't come to your fucking house, then you ain't fucking coming to mine. And I always take a knife wherever I go.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah, because she knows where the arteries are that are right up next to the nutsack.
Just like that femoral artery.
Bleed out in about 30 seconds.
Just pop.
Yeah, that just saying that, it's my daughter and I just saw John Wick 2 when there's a bounty on him for $7 million. He fights this one guy, and his little knife that he got in Rome, he just whoop right up and sliced the guy right in the balls.
The 3 guys that he kills with a pencil.
Oh.
You have to see.
Wait till you see John Wick 3. Wait till you see 3.
Oh, I saw it. Oh. Yeah. my daughter and I, when they came out, we were there, basically like the second or third day. But we were like, damn, 15, 20 people in less than 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's like, dude, stay down. And he just gets up. He gets up and he gets up.
He is like toe up from a flow up, and he still gets up.
Of him actually training to shoot the weapons for John Wick?
Mm-mm.
There is a video. He went through like 3 to 6 months worth of training on how to shoot all these weapons, and even the trainer he is like, this guy is a natural. He's hitting everything on point. He's loading, reloading, and oh my God. And then they showed, because of part 3, they showed Halle Berry training for it. And she's good with weapons too.
And see, now that's one of the reasons we're not allowed to have guns in the house, because Brady's like that too. She's a natural.
Oh.
And yeah.
My dad actually wanted me to go to a certain high school because they had a rifle team. Because we used to go to the range, and he's all like, he was teaching me and my brother, and he's all like, holy shit. And my brother used to get all pissed off because I'm like, sorry. I think I was maybe like 8 when my dad started teaching me how to shoot.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
My 15-year-old, she actually went for her birthday.
And then I got sociopathic and started shooting birds outside.
Yeah, no, we're not allowed to have guns in the house.
And
my 15-year-old, she loves shooting guns. One of my relatives, he has like 4 or 5 handguns, rifles, and all that. And my daughter, when we went for Father's Day, my daughter loved grabbing onto those weapons and, trying to figure out how to do, put in the clip and whatnot. And she loves it. My second daughter, the other hand, it was very afraid to go shooting on her sister's birthday. She said it was too loud. But again, for Father's Day, we had her just holding the weapons, getting used to it. And she found one gun that she really loves. So hopefully I'll be able to take her to go shooting and see if she can actually shoot.
I've never really, I did it a couple times growing up. In the Boy Scouts, I tried shooting a couple different guns, and I just never saw the attraction. I just never saw the need. For me, it's letting off steam. If you're stressed out, pop off a few rounds, and it's like, oh yeah, okay. I was in
the Boy Scouts. The Boy Scouts, I used to do the bow and arrow, and I could actually shoot the arrow through the opening of a gallon jug.
Yeah, me and bow and arrows, we ain't friends.
Oh no, yeah, no.
I've had so many across my fucking face. I'm like, yeah, no.
No, like, that's me. Ancient weaponry, that's my gig. I love, like, if I'm going to do range, it's going to be my archery. And if it's going to be, I actually was part of the SCA, Society for Creative Anachronisms. And they do fighter practice where they're actually sword and board, where they're actually carrying around a sword and a shield.
Wow.
In full-on chainmail, heavy armor, plate. And I know how to fight with a sword and board. I know how to fight with a bow staff. I like ancient weaponry, something that's up close and personal, because to me it takes more skill to be able to fight with something that's up close and personal, like you have it in your hands.
Oh yeah, my dad used to also have a mini crossbow.
Oh yeah, no,
it looked like a gun.
The crossbows I worked with, you actually had to put on the ground, put your feet in a holster.
No, it was only about maybe this big in total.
That's about the size ours was, but it was like a 120-pound pole.
No, but then you had the gun part here and then the bow, so then by the time it pulled back, you're right here.
Yeah.
So.
And that's kind of like what ours was, but because the way it was set up, you had to it had a serious kick, like more than a gun would have, because when you're doing a crossbow,
Zanuck actually, well, I said his fucking name. He actually had an actual big ass bow and arrow.
The full on yeah.
And I couldn't pull that sucker back for the fucking life of me. I would have to.
The one that I owned was it was a 60-pound pole, which is bad, but it's not.
You own a 60-pound pole?
Well, no, because a 60-pound pole. When you're talking about archery,
you didn't get it.
When you're that actually you're underrating that one, but it's when you're talking about archery, when you're talking about the pole strength, is the 60-pound pole is it takes 60 pounds to pull the string back away from the bow. So the one that I have was a 60-pound pole. The strongest one I've done is a friend of mine had an 80-pound pole on a compound pole. Yes, I am ignoring her. But the 60-pound pole, it literally, like when you let that go,
take away 55 pounds.
It's 60 pounds of force going forward.
Minus 50.
Yeah.
Now, the crossbow was a 120-pound pole, where you literally had to have a tool to put underneath it, and you put both of your feet on the ground, and you put this tool down, and you use it like a pry bar, to pull.
Yeah, I've seen those.
To pull the cord back and then place the bolt in. And then when you let that go, that's 120 pounds of force shooting forward. So if you can imagine what that kickback is.
Yeah.
I mean, it pulls.
One of the things my daughter loves also, my youngest daughter, axe throwing.
Oh, I want to try that. I want to try that. And there's a place right down on Fremont.
At Sunset Park. Really? Yeah, they had, at Sunset Park, they had like a little fair. And she wanted to try it. So, I go for it.
They just
and she got a rush out of it.
I wouldn't go to Sunset Park now. I think they found they had, I guess, the land in parks or whatever. They test the water, because the mosquitoes or whatever, and they had found mosquitoes with fucking West Nile virus.
Jesus.
I'm not going to Sunset Park and get West Nile virus. It would be my luck.
Considering everything that gets dumped inside that duck pond area,
right?
The fishing area.
Yeah, are we surprised at all?
Yeah. The last time we went, they were having an RC boat tournament.
Yeah.
Or race or whatever. So
that was kind of nifty. That was a couple of years ago, right around the time when Pokemon Go was first coming out and it was really popular.
It was about 2 years ago. Oh God, we went.
You mean what I still play?
It was like 3 or 4 years ago.
No,
it was like 3 years ago.
2 years ago, because
before we moved here.
Before we moved here, and that's when we went for. I'm gonna burp at you. We haven't been here.
Okay, 2.5 years. Yeah, 2 years.
But anyway. That's when we went for my cousin's celebration of life.
Celebration of life, yeah. And that just goes to, that's another testament to the craziness of the drivers here in Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're coming here, please be careful on the roads. You've got your microphone
fan?
and a fan again.
That's my AC.
Dude,
holy crap!
That's up there.
Dude, you got like some massive fucking AC power.
Yeah, I don't have my little fan and that big fan going on this time. I learned my lesson last time.
Yeah, it was really bad last time.
Yeah, that's my AC coming out.
Oh damn! But no, we had a family member that got in it was a hit and run accident by a drunk driver, and she was 9 months pregnant at the time.
She had just gone. But this is the thing. Okay, Nevada is a purple state, so you've got the Republicans. It's pretty split down the middle.
Yeah.
But you have all the pro-lifers and all of this and all of that. They go into court. That baby was
viable. If it had been born right then,
it would have lived. They could have worked on it to get him to survive.
Yeah.
That was a fully formed baby. But they only charged him with her death because the baby wasn't born, so technically it wasn't a person. Now,
How long ago was this?
2 years.
2 years.
Technically, there is a federal law that states that if you kill anybody, a female, any woman who is pregnant, whether it's with a gun, with a car, they could be charged with 2 murders.
They fought. They didn't do it.
They didn't do it.
They fought it, and he only got charged.
You know how that law came to be? What's her name? Peterson from California. Scott Peterson's wife. Remember, he he killed her and she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And while in the water. Yeah. What was her name?
And what's
Oh my God,
worse?
now.
What's worse though is because in this particular situation, that child was viable. Like literally, like if that child had been
Yeah.
born right then, it could have lived.
But there was no way because she was killed instantly.
But-
He had hit her so hard in an SUV at 7:00 in the morning, drunk.
He was just getting off of work at a bar.
Clipped her. He was, people said that he was cutting in and out of traffic and the light was red. Clipped the person behind her and clipped her too, that she went spinning and wrapped around the pole on her side.
Wasn't that like Rainbow and
It was up north by Lolo's Chicken and Waffles.
right there by Lolo's Chicken and Waffles?
That sounds like Flamingo.
No, it was Rainbow and
Flamingo
it was
and
up because we drove for like about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Up that way. 15, 20 minutes up that way.
yeah, just last week I saw way too many accidents in the 4 days. I mean, on Tropicana alone, I saw maybe at least 5 or 6 different accidents. On Boulder Highway, I saw quite a few. And then just yesterday, my daughter and I we went to the bank, and we saw a 2-car crash right on Eastern near the 215 on the south side.
Jesus.
Okay, now
People are just rushing way too fast in a city where you could get across the city in a half hour or 45 minutes.
Yeah.
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 And I don't understand. What are you in such a rush for? If you're already late, take your time. You're going to be late.
Yeah. And this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you get a couple of drivers on the podcast together. We both drive buses, so we see the frustration of the stupid drivers that get on these roads in Vegas, and people tell me, it's like, oh, I don't know how you handle driving on the Strip. I'm like, it's no different than driving on the residential routes. It really isn't. The traffic is the same. The stupidity of people cutting into traffic, just jumping out into a lane of traffic from a driveway or a parking lot. They don't look. They don't pay attention. They just go.
so
And what we see is people at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning going to work, either getting high or automatically drinking that 40-ounce beer or whatever.
Yeah.
So to
I caught like a husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, smoking heroin right next to me with no tinted windows. You could see all the way in, and they're just both smoking heroin right there in traffic.
Jesus.
So to change the mood, we usually talk about people in Florida.
Oh God, what happened?
But no. But this time, it's people in Las Vegas.
Oh.
Right.
Oh God.
Down the street from us, not far from us.
Uh-oh.
There is a porn shop called Deja Vu across from the
Oh, yeah.
Orleans Hotel. About a week and a half ago, in broad daylight, now everybody had that because now everybody has to wear masks. It's the ideal time to go and rip people off. You can wear your hat. You can, say you have to wear glasses as a preventative measure, have a mask. Nobody can fucking recognize you. This person walks into the store, broad daylight, goes straight directly to what he's gonna steal, and walks out. Now, the thing he stole is called the Moby. It is a 3-foot tall giant dildo that weighs 40 pounds. And he swung this big fucker of balls over his shoulder and walked out the door, threw it in his car, and drove away.
This fucker's as big around as my thigh.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, we're talking a good probably 8 inches across.
No, that's about a good 12. This sucker was like this because the balls were like the size of a fucking backpack. And he just swung. He went straight for it, swung it over his shoulder, and walked the fuck out.
No pause. He just walked in the door, walked straight to it, grabbed it off the ground where it was on display, slung it over his shoulder, walked out the door, and drove off.
And the girl that interviewed the girl that was working, she goes, it's like she was in shock. He's like, I watched him walk in. He walked to the back. You know, I thought he was gonna go look at something in the back, and then the next thing I saw, he was walking out the door with the giant dildo over his shoulder. She goes, I didn't have a chance
here's the question:
to react.
Is it a personal thing for him, or is it going to be for his girl?
Dude,
if it's for his girl, hot dog down a hallway. Like, what's he going to do next time he wants a boner? Just kind of like stand there and wiggle it in the air? Hope he hits the sides?
He can clap. He can do Zumba.
Like, this is bigger than those fisting dildos. I mean, you've seen those before, I'm sure, where it looks like a fist. Where
it's and you know how much this thing costs?
Let me guess.
Do a guess.
I mean, because my ex-girlfriend and I, we went into the adult.
Don't lie, you were trying to buy yourself one.
Did you?
No, don't think so.
Did you go to the love store?
No, the one right down the street on Tropicana.
Oh, okay.
The one on the corner. Okay.
That's Deja Vu. That's the one.
No, not Deja Vu. The other adult store one.
The Adult Emporium or whatever like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Because she wanted to get some really nice lace items from there. So we were walking by and we both laughed. It's like, who's going to pay $60 for, just a regular sized one? So that if that was $60 for a regular sized one, and you're talking about something that might have been 3 feet long, you're looking, I would say maybe at the very least $800.
Nope.
$1,200?
$1,250.
Holy crap.
Grand Theft Dildo.
Now, imagine if someone gets stuck with that inside of them.
Apparently, if you go on Google, there's videos. Just look up Moby. It's called the Moby.
No, hold on. If someone gets stuck with that in Vegas, they may have caught the person that stole that. Imagine.
I don't want to imagine that, because no matter what orifice you're trying to put that in, it's going to.
Or if you get lockjaw on that thing.
There's no way you could put your mouth around that thing, unless you're like a mutant and you can fucking like unhinge your shit.
We'll just at that point we'll just start calling you Anaconda. I mean,
I saw that he sent it to me before, the article to me before, and I didn't pay attention. And then it popped up on my news feed again, and I was like, let me read this fucking thing. Too many people have sent me this damn article. And I was reading it, and then I figured out why, because it said friggin' Vegas. I'm like, oh God, that's why they're sending it to me. And in one of my other groups, I posted it, and one of my friends, because in the article it says, suspect is still at large. And my friend puts, aren't you sure the suspect isn't at extra, extra large? And so I told her, you know what? What's worse is that it's not far from my house. Oh. I said, it's not far from my house.
Yeah. It was really disturbing because the guy just how nonchalant. It reminded.
He just walked in, picked that sucker up like he was picking up a log off the ground, and swung it over his shoulder and walked out the door.
Yeah, like it was nothing. Like nothing big, no big deal, just whatever.
Oh, it was a big deal, all right.
He had balls on his back.
The ball sack was about half the size of his back. I mean, just this thing was huge. I mean,
damn.
Nobody from the front side, nobody would have been able to see him because those shops you always go in from the back. That sounds horrible. But
yeah, that was a backdoor man.
But these stores, you always go in from the entrance is always. No matter what I say, it's going to sound bad. The door.
A rear entry only?
The door.
It's a rear entry only.
Stop trying to sound PG.
Is in the back of the building.
Remember what you said in the beginning? When your opening statement? If you get offended. This is not a PG show. Is that even PG-13?
No, it is not.
From rated R to X at one point.
Yeah, no, and we have discussed everything from flappy pussy lips to giant alien dildos before. So what's the difference between that and a fucking 4-foot long
schlong
with a ball sack as big as my head? And now she's looking at my head to be like, is that about right? Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
So put your hands up to your head, ladies and gentlemen, and feel the size of that, and that's roughly the size of a nutsack on this. Now put a giant dildo in front of it.
It's like it was like the width of those yellow safety poles, like when you're reversing your car so that you don't hit.
Oh.
Yeah. I've been trying to think of something to relate.
Like at a minimum, it's about the size of your calf.
The girth.
At a minimum, your calf. Now, if you could picture trying to shove your calf up your ass.
That's like trying to shove your baby back in. Dilated to 10 or whatever centimeters and trying to push it back in.
Actually, that's like trying to shove your baby back in after it's been alive for a couple of years. 3 feet tall?
I'm not talking length. I'm talking girth.
Either way, it's horrible.
And not even bringing one shoulder out at a time, just.
Well, it's like that one guy who, has the world's biggest, schlong. His at full length or full.
Are you talking about
erection
that guy in
is
India?
13.5 inches long.
Are you talking about that guy in India?
No. This guy lives in the United States.
Oh, is this a new record holder?
It's a 13.5 inches. He said, basically, look at your forearm and make a fist.
And both of us actually do this as you're describing this. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You want to bone that, don't you, Brandy?
Oh, no. If you can climb it, Run.
That is the running motto. If you can climb it, run.
That has been
But
my
yeah.
motto from day one.
The guy can never wear shorts because,
Like
if he gets
even
excited by
basketball-
looking at a woman,
Even basketball shorts?
it will come out the bottom of the shorts.
He gotta wear dickies like Vato style. Where they look like capris. Or
But
high
he
water
said
pants.
it was funny because I saw it on TLC, world's largest, and because it had the woman who had the world's largest chest, natural chest, and she was a 76 triple Z.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the back pain for that poor lady?
She says that, and she actually her boyfriend takes pictures of her. She never meets any guys, but she's with her boyfriend, and he's the only one that will touch her, or she'll allow him to touch her. But her one boob is approximately almost 100 pounds, or just over 100 pounds.
Jeez.
I would be crippled. Like, I would need like 2 wheelbarrows to fucking walk around. Just one titty in each freaking wheelbarrow.
And now I've got visuals in my head.
And I would like MacGyver that shit to where they're like together, put zip ties and duct tape and shit. And where are you going? I gotta put my titties.
And with the wheelbarrow titties, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our hour.
I know for nipples look like udders.
Oh God, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached
Hold on,
our
one
hour.
more thing. It was I remember like 25 years ago, a lady from Italy. She was a 32B. When she got pregnant, she ended up being a 42 triple G.
Dude, I gotta get pregnant.
No.
Oh, please.
Yes.
I'm not dealing with
They
those
had
mood swings.
before and after. And what happened was when she got pregnant, her hormones just kicked in right away. And her husband had to do a special bra for her because the weight of her boobs were actually pushing down on the baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I couldn't get pregnant if I tried. I got fucking powdered eggs.
Oh God, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Squirrel Tangent.
And my powdered eggs.
And if you enjoyed what you were listening to, please check us out on Facebook. And if you really enjoy it, give us a couple of bucks if you go to patreon.com/the Squirrel Tangent.
And if you didn't enjoy it, fuck off.
Oh,
Snort my powdered eggs.
Oh
my God.
Wow. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for tuning in. Come back and see us again or hear us again in 2 weeks. Aloha.
Aloha.